Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are now in level 5. We are now seeing the special concepts of Mukkaledam, which is otherwise 3/4, 3 Aksharas away from the base. Those are special thalas in Adi Thalam, Rupakam and Misra Chapu Thala. We had seen the perspective in the last 2 classes in Adi Thalam and Rupaka Thalam. Today we are going to see the special aspects in Misra Chapu Thala. Before I get into the class, I'll start this class with the Tirukkural. உலகம் தழியது ஒட்பம் மலர்தலும் கூம்பலும் இல்லது அறிவு. What is the meaning of it? உயர்ந்தவர்களை தன்னுடையவர்களாக செய்து கொள்வதே அறிவு. If you find somebody who is knowledgeable, your immediate next moment should be to have association with them. That is the right knowledge. Because the more you have cross-pollinate with knowledgeable people, you tend to gain more knowledge within yourself. அத்தொடர்பில் முதலில் மகிழ்வது வெறிதலும் பின்னர் வருந்தி குவிதலும் இல்லாததே அறிவாகும். You should not be extremely joyous or sorrowful by this association. You should be irrational in your approach and be in a steady state and be in a level-headed to gain that knowledge, and that's wisdom. So with this good thought, we'll enter into the class and see the perspective of Mukkaledam in Misra Chapu Thalam. We have learnt Adi Thalam and Rupaka Thalam, Mukkaledam, which is otherwise called 3 Aksharas from the start in these 2 thalas. We are going to cover the similar aspect in Misra Chapu Thala today. The idea is pretty much the same. We will go about telling it because the complexity here in Moonu Thalli in Misra Chapu is Thalam itself is complicated because it's 3 and 4 combination. And the vanilla is takita, tadimi, kitatakadina, tarikitaka, tom kitataka. These are tadikitatum or equivalent phrases of 3 aksharas. That is the thing according to the speed, first, second or third speed, you have to use the phrases. Takita, tadhimi, kitatakadina. All those things you have to use. The idupu is how you have to enlighten and show the place. That is called is tadhum, tham. Takita, tadhum, tam. Tadhum is 3. So when you look at this takita, is takita tadhum is 3 plus 3 is 6. Takita, tadhum, tam. Tat trangadin tatam, trangadin tatam, trangadin tatam. That's the finish. So the 3 aspects here. Takita is the push. Tadhum, tam is the place where you are showing you have reached that place. And the finish is tat trangadin tatam, trangadin tatam, trangadin tatam. 3 aspects. In any of the thing which is having a shift from the base has got 3 elements. First is the phrase shift, the way you have to show that, and the frills you have got to finish it. So this you have to learn it by heart. So once when you know that, then you know you can come from any direction using multiple frills and get to that place. You can reach there beautifully. So these are all the aspects we have to learn. Now let's look at the first Korvai. Thalangittu takkadinna takkita dhum tadikita ton tadikita ton tadikita ton. How it's structured? Thalangittu takkadinna is 8. Takkita dhum tadikita ton tadikita ton tadikita ton is 20. 8 plus 20 is 28. which is a factor of 7. So it is a perfect Korvai in for Misra Thalam. Talangittu takka dinna takitta dum. Tadikita tan tadikita tan tadikita dum is 10. 8 plus 20, 28. Now how do we get to that from the Moonu after 3 Aksharas, how we have to tell. That's the important thing. Takita, Talangita, Takadin, Takita, Dum, Tadikita, 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 Talangita, Takadin, Takita, Dum, Tadikita, 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 Talangita, Takadin, Takita, Dum, Tadikita, 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 Tadum, Tam. The three aspects, one is takita, the shift, tadhum, dham, the place where you show that this is the place, if a particular person has to take the song, then the finish, tat talangurintatam, talangurintatam. These are the three aspects you have to understand. So now the takita is an intentional push for you to explain you Moonu or 3 Aksharas away from the start. But you should also, as I told you in other talas, you should form a frill of 3 5s, 3 6 or 3 7s. From what point you will get to that point. So for example, 14 plus 4, takita, takadimi is the beat. So in a 3.5 beat, 14 Aksharas plus 3, 17 Aksharas is the total. And if you want to tell 3 tadinginathoms, 15, so you have to subtract 2, takka taligino. So after 2 Aksharas, you should be able to tell 3 tadinginathoms. Takka tadikita 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 tadhum tam. So similarly, if you want to tell 3 6, what do you need to do? 17, you have to borrow one from the previous tala cycle, so that after takita, 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 tadikita, 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 tadhum tam. This is an example of 3 5s how to tell to that place, 3 6 to that place. Likewise, you can form multiple frills of phrases together and try to see where from you have to start and get to that place. That is an exercise which you need to make. You need to make not only for the first speed soul phrases, for the second speed, for the third speed, how it actually goes and gets it to that place. So these are all the learnings we should get. So the first Korvai is that one. The second Korvai, let's approach. All these you have to play in segments. All the Korvais you cannot play at one point, as I told you. For taddinna, taddindinna sequence, you have to tell that Korvai. Now, tangutattadim, takadim, tatadim, tangutattadim, takadim, tatadim, or takadim, tatadim, tatadim, takadim, tatadim. Talangadagadagadaga, takadim, tatadim, tatadim, takadim, tatadim. Talangadagadagadaga, takadim, talangadagadagadaga, takadim, tatadim. Talangadagadagadaga, takadim, tatadim, tadi, keta, tadi, keta, tadi, keta, tadi, takadim, tadi, keta, tadi, keta, tadi, keta, tadi, takadim, tadi, keta, tadi, keta, tadi, keta, tadum, tam. Very simple. Taddit tagadinatam is Taddit tagadina is 8, tham is 2. 8 plus 2, 10. Tadikitatam 6 into 3, 8. 10 plus 18, 6 into 3 is 18. So 10 plus 18 is 28. Factor of 7. So Korvai, a summum to summum Korvai. After 3 Aksharas, if you say Tariketataka or Ketatakadina, after that space, you will be able to play this Korvai. The where how you have to take is Tadum Tham is that is how you have to take it. The next Korvai is all 7s. Tatakadinatam, 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 tadingenatam, 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 tatakadinatam, 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 tadingenatam, 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 tatakadinatam, 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 sorry, tatakadinatam, 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 tadingenatam, tadingenatam, na ta di keta ta ta din ta din ta din ta ta di takadam ta di takadam ta di takadam ta din ta din ta din ta di tarikadam ta di tarikadam ta di tarikadam ta. This is a summum to summum Korvai. After 3, tarikadam tataka dinnatam, tataka dinnatam, tataka dinnatam, ding genata, ding genata, di getata, dum tam, tangarindatam, tangarindatam, tangarindatam. Like that, you have to play the third Korvai. This Korvai can be played after playing all this, after Dinkita you can play this Korvai. The next one is the Tadindangu or Tangutta Tadim, Takadimi Tatadim. You can play the Korvai there. Takadanadam, Tadi, Ketatan Taka, Tadi, Ketatan Taka, Dimbi, Tadi, Ketatan Takadanadam, Tadi, Ketatan Taka, Tadi, Ketatan Taka, Dimbi, Tadi, Ketatan Takadanadam, Tadi, Ketatan Taka, Tadi, Ketatan Taka, Tadi, Ketatum. So here, when you want to push it, tadi ketatan taka tadi ketatan taka tik tadi ketatan tadum tam. So this is what you have to do for this Korvai. All these Korvais are very simple in nature. I am only teaching you the concept of Moonuthalli. After 3 Aksharas, how we have to Kadaikan Vaitanai Parai. A lot of songs are there in Misra, in Moonuthalli, in Misra and Misra Chapatala. So whenever they sing these sort of songs, you should be able to show them the space. Takita. Tarikata dum dum. Ketata dum dum. Takita dum dum. Ta ta ta. This is important. This is what you have to learn as you play. And the Korvais are all not that very important, because as you go along you can actually play summum to summum all the time. As I told you, you don't have to show every time. Towards the end, as I'm going to teach you now whatever the Morah and Korvai taught to me by my Guru Kumbagonam Sri M. Rajapir sir. So I'm going to teach you, it's very loose in Morah Korvai for Moonuthalli. After you play, after you play all these farans, whatever I taught you, tatum, 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 Tadi ketatum, tadi ketatum, tatum, terikadum, tatum, terikadum, tatum, terikadum, tadi ketatum, tadi ketatum, tadi takadum, tatum, terikadum, tatum, terikadum, tatum, terikadum, tatata, didi, kiki, tatata, dum, tadi ketatum, terikadum, tatum, ta, takadum, takadum. So the Korvai and Morah, the Morah and Korvai is very lucid and very interestingly formulated, and you can play this. Tarikadadaga is the push you have to do. play this Morah and Korvai. As I told you, this is just an orientation. All these simple examples I taken is only to ensure that I give you the concept. Hope I had given you the concept of how to go about it. Three aspects, to summarize the three aspects. One is the push, the three syllabled phrase. What all you can play is takita, tadimmi, kedatakadina, tarikedataka, ham kedataka, tadikadadom. All those things are related. Push phrases. Tadhum dham, the place where you actually show that you've reached that place. Then the final finish between Pallavi and Upallavi and Sharanam is tat talangadin tattam, tat tagadana 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 tagadana. All any of these four beat Tirvanams I taught you, you can play that. This is the basic. I also taught you the various frills you have to come to that place. You need to work out with the workbook and then use it and try and play, express yourself, and also try to play in the mridangam, in the instrument. I also taught you some basic Korvais. Try to express it in the base vanilla version without the push and with the push, with the place and with the frills, with the finish. I want you to do that, and also try to play the Morah Korvai, whatever I taught you. As I told you, the Morah Korvai in a complex thala should be as simple and lucid as possible, because the singer should not be put into a jittery mode. It should be very lucid and easy, and it gives a team effort and collaborative effort by which the whole team becomes a success. I will conclude this class, and I will hope to see you in the next class with the perspective of Misra Jadi Tirupata Thalam approach and Sangeerna Jadi Tirupata Thalam, how all you can use cross-pollinate ideas from various other thalas to play some interesting korvais when you are exposed to play a solo in this thala. It's more to advance your skills and memory and your ideas to improve tremendously. I'll conclude this class with a Tirukkural. எவ்வது உறைவது உலகம் உலகத்தோடு அவ்வது உறைவது அறிவு. Beautiful Tirukkural. உலகில் உள்ள சான்றோர்கள் எவ்வழியில் ஒழுகுகின்றார்களோ, people who are there, wisdom people who are all over the world, however they are leading their lives, they should be a role model in our life and we should follow their footpaths. அவ்வழியில் தானும் ஒத்து நடப்பதே அறிவுடைமையாகும். If you can be as close as possible to those people's line of thinking, and that's the ideal way of living. That's what Thiruvallur mentions in this Tirukkural. With this good thought, I am concluding this class. I will see you in the next class with ideas galore of how to approach Misra Jadi Tirupati Thalam and Sangeerna Jadi Tirupati Thalam of different perspectives with ideas. I will give you an overview. Until then, Povanur Ravigagar signing off.